Hi there, this is János Fenyősi from InstantVap, and I'd like to show you my new product, which I hope you will love. This is called InstantVap Turbo. It is just like the InstantVap Compact, but it has a display here. It shows the temperature, shows the voltage, shows how many times you vaporized with the current battery you attached, and it also shows you how many times you vaporized altogether in the lifetime of the device. It shows you all kinds of error messages if anything goes wrong, so you don't need to think about what could have gone bad. And it's a very well designed body, which you already know from the Compact, but made better by increasing the power to 400 watts instead of 250 watts. So it really became very fast, very efficient. I developed this because I have the original unit, which has a display and the voltage display, temperature display, but this unit is much better ergonomically, it's much faster, and it's easier to maintain, it's easier to service, and it's much less likely to fail, because the hot part, the cooking pot, is separated from the circuit board, and the handle is much stronger because both ends is connected to the body. And also the battery is moved upwards, so it doesn't tilt when you put on the battery. The spout is a bit lower, and it's just made better and better. So also the cooking pot is optimized, so it's faster. So what does it do better than the Compact or the original? Well, it's about 2 times faster. It's a bit more than 2 times faster. It really recovers very fast the temperature. It takes about 8 to 10 seconds for the 2 gram to vaporize, and by the time you get to the next colony, it's already ready. And I also, although I added the display and you can change the temperature, I added also I maintained the LED on the back, which is flashing and shows you what is the state of the vaporization. Is it warming up? Is it ready for the go to the next colony? So what we will do, we will attach a battery, and it says right away total cycles 10. I already vaporized 10 times with this device. I switch it on and I put it here, and then we go through the manual instructions so I can tell you a couple of things until that warms up. It only takes less than about 2 minutes 10 seconds to warm up. It's already 140 degrees because I vaporized beforehand. So this is the main page where everything is explained. You have the on-off button, you have the up temperature and down temperature on the display. And when you connect the battery, it says total cycles, and it displays how many times you vaporize with this device in its lifetime. You cannot zero that. So it goes to the off mode, and then in the off mode, if you go to the up arrow, then you can change between Celsius degrees and Fahrenheit, so the unit of measurement. And if you go to the down arrow, then it will show you how many times you vaporized with the current battery which is attached. Then if you turn it on, it will say heaters on, and then it will display the temperature as it is rising, the actual temperature, but it will also every 5 seconds it will display for 1.5 seconds the voltage of the battery. And it measures the minimum voltage, so it doesn't fluctuate up and down, because it will measure in 10 seconds what was the minimum voltage. So even if it's heating, not heating, it will show you what is the voltage of the battery under load. And then you can press up to go up with the temperature, and you can go down. Now the temperature, the preset temperature is 445. No, it can be set from 445 to 500 Fahrenheit, which is 230 to 260 degrees Celsius. And the default setting is 260 degrees Celsius, which is 500 Fahrenheit. And the reason for that is that, and I will show you, I did about close to 300 titrations, and what I did, I vaporized into a glass tube, everything condensed on the wall of the glass tube, and then I created, washed it out, rinsed it with distilled water, and then I measured the oxalic acid and the formic acid content. And I will make another video about that, but just very shortly, it's in the manual that as we go up with the temperature at 230, which is 445, you get 70% output of oxalic acid, and you get 3% of formic acid, and that is at 2 grams. This data is for 2 grams. And as you go up with the temperature, at 260, which is the default setting, you get 73% oxalic acid, 6% formic acid, which is still negligible. But very interestingly, as you go up to 290 degrees, which you cannot go up with this tool because I limited it at 260. So if you go up to 290 degrees Celsius, you get only 39% oxalic acid and 23% formic acid. So it starts to jump up with the formic acid and the oxalic acid content goes down. So it just shows you that at 260 you still get negligible formic acid, will cause no problem, the bees will chase it out in 2 minutes, but you get very nice oxalic acid content. And the reason I went to 260 is that the speed from 230 to 260 is less than half the speed. So that's the limit where I can go up with the speed, where I don't have too much formic acid. I actually have so little that that's negligible, and you still get a very good efficacy of oxalic acid. So it's not the question of does it degrade, the question is how much oxalic acid degrades in a device. And in this device, this is the best you can get, and I tried many different designs, many different vaporizers, and I couldn't get higher than this. So I set this as a preset, and I didn't do that just by chance or by trying to fool you and make a fast vaporizer but degrade the oxalic acid, but it really gives you a very good result. Now I want to also show you an accessory which I came up. Some of the hives do not have an entrance like landing board, and because of that you have to hold the vaporizer, you have to put something behind to hold it. So I made up this stick which you can put into the handle with 2 O-rings. It is fixing itself, and then you can just undo and set whatever you want to set, and then it can support itself in the ground when you stick it to the entrance or through the back. And if you make it small, you can see that it is so small that you can pretty much do it from the floor up to whatever height you want, up to about 75 centimeter. Okay, and what is very good about it is that you can just remove it after you finished and you're ready to go. So this is something which will be available on the web page and also for the distributors. Otherwise, it's just like the compact unit made smarter and faster. Now I will pause the video, put on the mask, and then we will vaporize a couple of times so you can see it in action. The mask is on, the gloves are on. I should have closed clothes, but I don't have that now for this trial. So this is set to 2 grams. Press it in. The temperature goes down. It is blinking fast to show that it is vaporizing. And then it goes to slow blinking. You can pull it out, go to the next colony, and it's ready to go. This is the second 2 grams. Oh, slow blinking. Go to the next colony. Blinking fast, showing the vaporization. Blinking slow. And it creates a very nice stream of oxalic acid vapor. Goes to slow blinking, you can pull out. And I will show you this is set to 4 grams. shows you with fast blinking the vaporization, and it shows you here the 17.5 volts, and it's ready to go. Another 4 grams. It's ready. See how big steam it creates? Shows you here it's finished vaporizing. Pull out. This is bigger than 4 grams because there was a lot stick on the vaporizer. Warming back. And after you finish vaporizing, you can press off, and then if you press down, it will say VAP cycle, and it says 7 times with this battery. And if I remove the battery, and it will be total cycles 17. And then you can clean it with the cleaning cap, just like we got used to it. I remove the mask, put the dispenser back. I think I will clean it. I will show it because maybe you haven't seen that. Put back the mask. Fill up the cleaning cap with water. You turn the tool upside down, put this on, press it hard, point it away from yourself, and the steam goes out. And you repeat that 2 times. And it's ready to go. And done. And now it's safe to take off the mask because it's under or close to 100 degrees, and there will be no vapor to create any problem for your lungs. I don't even know if I mentioned the name of it. It's called InstantVap Turbo. So I'm not a good marketing person, but anyway, that's the name of it. I gave it to some big beekeepers with 2,000 plus colonies, and they really love it. They can do it 2 times faster compared to the compact unit. Because it's so efficient, I recommend, if you have a larger colony, a couple of boxes on each other, use 3 grams. If you have 1 box, then you can use 2 grams, but it's all up to you. You can decide on that for yourself by your experience, and you can of course use 4 grams as well, only you use up more batteries. And I just really hope that this will make a difference for beekeepers, that they don't need to wear that mask for hours, they can do a faster job, and they can protect their bees from varroa mite, and hopefully we will not get the tropile relapse. But if you get it, oxalic acid works with them, only you need to use it much more often. Thank you for your patience. See you soon. Bye bye.